I'm speaking now with Alan Bossin, partner at Appleby. Alan, pleasure to speak to you today.
Thank you.
I would like to hear from your perspective the state of the state in offshore M&A.
I guess what we're seeing is increased comfort in offshore jurisdictions as regulation increases, and I think a maturing of the markets leading to, I guess now companies that were established in the last 10, 15 years ready for merger, ready for acquisition. So I think that's kind of where we're going right now with things.
In respect to the Caymans and Bermuda, are you seeing certain kinds of deal activity, and could you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I'm primarily Bermuda-based, and my experience is more Bermuda-based. And Bermuda, I think, would be strong in the insurance sector. Just to throw out some numbers, in 2011, I think the total value of M&A deals in the insurance sector was about 27 million. In 2012, that jumped to 50 million. So clearly, the insurance sector is a very growing market for M&As. I think there's a number of reasons for that. Again, a lot of these insurance companies were established 5, 10 years ago to meet catastrophe problems in the U.S. and globally. And as those companies mature now, the original investors are looking to maximize their return, and therefore they're looking to sell. And I think you're also seeing within the insurance space, bigger is better. You need to be bigger to survive. So you're seeing insurance companies acquiring each other in order to just grow and grow their balance sheets, really.
Sure. Are there any areas of concern that you see on the horizon?
No concern, actually the opposite. I think we feel very comfortable with what's happening, certainly in the insurance sector. The regulators are becoming very efficient at responding to the needs. So where you might have had a problem, for example, most deals were done in Bermuda by amalgamation. And in the US that was a foreign concept and caused some acquirers some concern. Bermuda amended its legislation to allow for mergers so that now you have the option of electing an amalgamation or more of a US style merger. So I think the problems are being met and addressed by regulators and by industry so that the acquisition is more seamless, more timely, and more effective.
Are you seeing any new players entering the market in your experience?
Interesting. The last transaction I worked on was a new player in the market. It was actually not an insurance. It was a sea container company that was being acquired by a pension plan. And that was a pension plan that we had not seen in Bermuda before. And I think that shows the comfort level that investors are having in Bermuda, that while they might not have been a player, certainly they have their eyes set on things that make sense in Bermuda and elsewhere offshore.
So if I could ask you to look 12, 18 months into the future, how would you foresee the level of activity going?
I think we'll reach a plateau and probably plateau out. The idea of acquiring to become bigger, there's so many players in that. I think eventually the strong will survive and the meek will fall, and we'll have a core number of groups. In terms of those investors that did initial startups, that did their IPOs and now looking to sell out by way of merger, we'll probably see most of those in the next 10 to 12 years that want out, get out. And so we'll reach a plateau. I think we'll have a healthy level of M&A work, but it certainly won't be, I don't think we consider to see growth at each of those 12 years.
Okay, thank you very much.
My pleasure, thank you.